Now, the midge pattern I'm going to be tying is this one here. This is just basically a dyed black pheasant tail, a bit holographic and UV at the front. It's a nice midge pattern. This time of the year especially, it works extremely well. It's always good to have rough bodied versions as much as smooth bodied version midge. Now, the hook I'm using, this is the Super Grub, this is the heavyweight, so it gets down that wee bit deeper and holds better on a windy day, so it's worth tying them on a lighter wire hook as well. But anyway, the thread I'm using, I'm going to use a UTC thread this time. In this case, this is the red. Other colour that's quite good, if you want a wee bit more fluorescent, is this is the fluorescent fire orange, which you can see is really bright. So different colours you can use, even use a chartreuse or so, and it'll work. So the style can be changed and the colour combination easily can be changed. Now you simply start at the eye and work your way down. Now as I'm coming down, I'm going to tie in some, this is a number 27 wire, this is silver wire, this one's by Veniard. Or you're looking for an extra small or small in UTC. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind down, we form a small tag with the thread. And I'm obviously going to protect it with the wire on the way up. Just form don't need a big tag at that point there. Some dyed black pheasant tail, maybe 5-6 fibres. Just tie them in at the tip so helps to taper the body. So what I do is I loose turn the thread and pull them into the tips to that point, and then tighten up and then work your way up the body. Now I'm going to highlight the beginning of the thorax with some red holographic tinsel, so I'm going to stop it just before the end of the point of the hook, and then the pheasant tail fibre I'm going to wind towards myself. One of the fibres broke there, but don't worry, we can still form the body. Just work my way up. Small space here, so just go back on it. If a pheasant tail snaps like that, just take your time. Especially when it's dyed black, it can be a wee bit brittle. So now, because I've come winding the opposite way I wind the thread, I've got to go across the pheasant tail, a turn to catch it in, and then a turn onto the hook. Do the same again, and that then locks it in, stops it unwinding. And 2 or 3 more turns to tidy up. So then I come in with scissors, trim away the waste. Now I do a straight turn at the back, turn onto the red or the tag, and then rib the fly, in this case 5 times on the way up. Just follow it up with the thread and then tie it down. Now I'm just going to tidy this area up. I'm going to be tying some red holographic tinsel. So bend and break away the wire. I'm using a medium sized tinsel. Just catch this on, 2 or 3 turns, and then just the width of the actual tinsel itself, that's all you need. So it's a turn or 2 there, and obviously tie it off. Now what I'm going to do to protect it and highlight the red holographic, I'm going to use a light resin, a UV resin. So if you don't have this, you can always put a wee bit of varnish, but what you would have to do is obviously tie off. Now at this point I'm just going to make sure the resin is where I want it. Take a thread out of the way at this point. Just check to see it's sitting right, that's fine. Then we can come in with the torch, set the resin. Now the dubbing I'm going to be using for the thorax is just a seals fur, and I've got a Black UV Lite-Brite and blended through it, just mixed it through it. Still lightly done, not much. You'll see it in there, just a wee tiny bit of flash, you can see. It's not a lot. And then I'm going to form the thorax. Need a wee bit more just to come in. Now I'm going to put some breathers in this, or some gills as the to represent the gills of the Midge Pupa. That point there. So anything going forward, just draw it back. Leave yourself a bit of mill or so for the head. You want the head colour to be nice and bright with the thread. The artist using a white Uni-Floss. So what I'm going to do is get a strand here, and then I'm going to figure eight it on like a bow tie, as they'd say. So all I'm doing is catching it, basically putting the ends towards myself, and then figure eight through. I'll show you once I get, basically once I've got it caught. Much the same as if we're sort of forming a spinner type wing. So I come through a couple of times. You can see there. And then bring the thread to the front. You want a nice bright red head. And then always keep the thread tight, we can then whip finish. Nice and tight. Turn over your thread. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in with a coat of varnish and allow this to dry before I would do anything else. So I'll give it, I'll tie another couple of lines and then come back and finish it off. Now, so see, once that's dry, you would allow this to dry, but I don't have the time, so what I'm going to do is cut it maybe 2mm from the thorax, just trim both ends. Now, I'm just going to be careful here and then press these down, so I get a nice bow tie effect. I say you would normally allow that to dry, but just so you can show you, I can tap this at this point. A nice halo effect, a nice sort of gill look. This is what they look like in nature, so you can see that the bow tie gives you a nice effect. Not too much. There we are. And this here, in this case it's a Pheasant tail dyed black, Midge Pupa with the holographic, so I hope you enjoyed that.